Hi everyone, Aaron Singleton here again, outside the box. And for those of you that saw my first video on EMF, well, this is a follow-up, taking it a little bit further. Hope you enjoy it. So I ended by talking about, how all of the tools, the toys, everything that we give kids emit EMF and how it may affect their growing bodies. But there are things beyond that that you may not be aware of. So some of you may be sensitive enough to actually feel the electromagnetic field of a cell tower. Some people are driving along just fine, and all of a sudden it feels like they got hit by something, and that is the, let's say, the span of the cell tower, and it's going across the highway that you're driving on. And that can be an immediate headache for some people. Now, obviously, if you're driving and this is what is happening, there's not a lot you can do for it, other than, wait till you get out of that area. But if you are living in an area that has a lot of cell towers, especially a very condensed area of town, you may want to consider moving. Just for your health purposes. Now, one of the things that was first studied was just how animals leave the area when cell towers go up. Animals leave the area when certain lights are put up along, walkways and things like that, and parks and parkways. So the squirrels leave. They won't nest there because of the high EMF or because of the frequency of the lights, which is also EMF a lot of times. Birds refuse to nest in those areas or sleep in those areas as well. We are the only ones that don't get it. Now, some of you have, let's say, walked under high tension wires. And same thing, you can feel it's like the hairs on your arms start to stand up. Well, if you are living in an area like that, near that type of power line, definitely a health concern. Now, sometimes we can't do anything about the cell towers. We can't do anything about the power lines. Might be right next to our office, and we work in an office building. So we can't just tell the boss to move us to the other side of the building. But then even if we are moved to the other side of the building, sometimes we get blast from, let's say, satellites. Now, it's like a pulsing of electromagnetic energy. I'm not exactly sure what they are energizing or sending the signals to, but there are quite a few people that are sensitive to that type of EMF signaling. Now, I want to back up just a little bit, because with the cell towers, they also emit microwaves sometimes for different purposes. And the microwave frequencies will be emitted for 20 minutes at a time. All of this is affecting us. And as I said earlier in the prior video, it's affecting our sleep. It's affecting our digestion, our eyes. It may be causing the cavities in our teeth. We don't know 100%. The main thing is find ways to protect yourself. Now, there are pendants and things that you can wear. I have not found any of them to be particularly helpful over the long term. They might be helpful over the short term. So when you're wearing some type of pendant, and it is supposed to deflect or sometimes absorb the EMF that's coming at you, well, I have found that these pendants sometimes will absorb so much EMF that they no longer work, and the person is still wearing it. So now it's like concentrating that electromagnetic energy into the center of the body. Not good. Some of the other things, even some of the expensive ones out there, they may stop working after a time and you may not know it. So you need to have a way to get those things tested. I am presently working on new tools, always working on new tools for one thing or another, to kind of help with that. And it will be something simple, it'll be something inexpensive, and it will get rid of EMF. It will get rid of the microwaves and the satellite emissions. Keep your eye on me. I don't move too fast. And let's do something to help ourselves eliminate the EMF concentration in our bodies, because that's what happens. It concentrates. It doesn't just pass through, go out the other side. It affects the, if you want to say the electron spin within the cell around the nucleus. It will speed it up, and then that will cause cell damage. And cell damage, of course, if we have damaged cells, we then will produce more damaged cells, which will cause a health problem. Basic stuff. Take care of yourself. Find ways to mitigate the EMF activity. One of the first and easiest things is to spend less time on your phone. A wired headset is better than a wireless, because if you have a wireless headset, guess what? It is picking up the signal, bringing it right to your head, and it's going right through your brain. It is nice. It is convenient. You can walk around anywhere in the house or at the office. But what's the damage to your brain? Is it worth it? So I have to leave you with that question. I think there's a website called lessemf.com. Go to that site, look for tools there. Stay tuned to me. I'm going to have something coming out that's going to help all of you. And with that, I say goodbye for now.